Hey guys, this is day 176 of startup. So yesterday I made a video on how when we create our product, the first version, it introduces its own huge pain points in usability. So yeah, we are targeting to solve a user pain point, but inadvertently we end up creating our own pain point. So in the end, the product that we are making is probably more painful to use than the initial pain to begin with. So this leads me to actually the next thing, like how to deal with this situation. So I'm now actually able to find an equation, and if I just keep on working on that equation for a while, I have faith that I can find the product market fit. So let me just go on to this equation. So yeah, it's a little geeky way of doing things, but then startup is for geeks, right? Is here we go with the pain equation. So the pain equation says that the pain of target problem. So this is the problem that we are trying to solve. So in my case, I am trying to solve the problem of managing emotions in cold calling. It's very hard emotionally to cold call and to be able to do it consistently with the right tone, good emotions, enthusiasm, and not nervous. So that's the target problem that I'm trying to solve. And then the other, the pain of target problem minus the pain of usability. So this is the usability of my software that I'm making is also a pain. It has clunky user interface, buttons do not probably work, recording has a problem, a lot of issues and a lot of setup time, some amount of onboarding and adapting to the software. So all of this is combined pain of usability. So these pains are actually felt by the user. It's an emotion. And the third pain is pain of losing dollar price. So if the customer is buying the software, then has to pay the price that you're pricing the software at, and that is also painful. Well, usually it's not that painful if a person is in a B2B user. So the pain of target problem and the pain of usability are the major components. This one is a minor component, I would say. So I will make it actually smaller, probably, if I can do that. Let's see. Oh yeah. And this pain of target problem minus pain of usability minus pain of losing price should be, now I want to go back to 64, greater than 0. Like it should be much greater than 0. So even if it's like a little bit greater than 0, then also people will not be very keen. It has to be significantly greater than 0. So if we can do that, if we can achieve this equation, then I think we will have product market fit. Now in this equation, all of these are actually controllable. This one I'm going to actually ignore because it's a minor component. We don't have to really worry about this. We have to really worry about these two, pain of target problem and the pain of usability. So now my goal is actually twofold. One is to find some initial early adopters for whom this pain is like huge. Maybe they are like extreme introverts, and there are a lot of people like that, especially tech founders for sure. So I'm going to try to find these people, and then I'm going to work on my software and use it myself every day, try to make calls using it and reduce the pain of usability by working on each element that is adding that little bit of pain. So the pain of usability is not like one single feature is, or the overall there's some big problem with usability. Just like smaller, every small thing adds up to the pain of usability. So if the button is not visible, if there is no keyboard shortcut, if there is a lot of setup time, if onboarding is not easy, all of these add up to create the pain of usability. So actually there can be another equation like that. So pain of usability equals to sum of all small usability issues. Yep. So now I have to work on this and work on each of these smaller usability issues, and probably attack the biggest of these first. And of course, right now I think that the pain of usability is probably bigger than the pain of target problem. So there's no point in trying to sell it to the customers, and only when this is like super smooth experience, I think then it will actually customers will come. But I have some people who are interested, so maybe if they are willing to experiment, I can still involve them as design partners. All right, guys, so that is the maths of product market fit. Now, of course, it's a little geeky way to look at it, but definitely it is giving me direction to start thinking about what to work on next. What is really the issue with my startup right now? And of course, there will be more issues later on, but right now, this is the equation that I need to optimize, and all my efforts should probably go into this.